Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live.
Jason, the wizard.
Tracy. I love that. That's like
the wizard?
No, the summoning there.
Oh,
of it's time for Tracey Brown Live.
Of the people, right?
The summoning of the people. Come and listen. Tracy is going to speak.
Well, I really want the people to come in dancing, like.
Right? This wizard is not a dancer, so it's very rare if you see me coming in.
You can do a fake it. Like, it's mostly
it looks like I'm faking it. It's like he's faking it.
There's a lot there. Jason, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
That it is always a pleasure to have a conversation with you.
Likewise, thank you.
It is always a pleasure to have a reading with you.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you. Yeah, it's it's like I like to go deep, right, with readings.
Yes.
It's never just a superficial read. It's like really looking at those areas that are important, the ones that are coming up. If you're moving towards something that feels important, it's like getting your bearings in that, finding your center in it. So
yes, you always go deep, and I also think that it became a thing, right? But you always go deep.
Yeah.
I just think that as time went on, you could really just master, like, even some shadow work that people need to look after so that they can continue on, most times on their journey that they're already on.
Yes. Yeah. It's a lot of people that I talk to, they already have a sense that they know the direction, but it can be daunting. It can feel like, oh my God, do I have the strength? Do I have the wherewithal to do that? And what I've tapped into lately. Wait a sec, don't you own that phrase? Tapped into. That's your copyright. It's all right. I'll pay it. I'll pay you the royalty on it.
I don't copyright anything. You know what I realized?
What's that?
I come up with so many phrases and so many ideas. I've .com'd everything, and then I keep it for a moment. I'm already like onto a new phrase.
But it feels like I'm usurping something that you like already locked into. Okay. When I say tapped into. But what I've tapped into, all right, recently was this idea of being able to take what it is that one has written, and there are a lot of writers, a lot of people who write things, and it can be anything from poetry to a novel to parts of their life that they've recorded, and and then it's like, what do you do with it? It's like so sometimes like if you draw from the past of like how it used to be, where it's like if you wrote a novel or something, it's like, oh well, if I'm gonna share it, I've got to find an agent or a publisher, find someone to do that for me.
Which is also the old-fashioned way of developing, right? That
absolutely
that is still out there for like the Hillary Clintons of the world, right? She's going to go to a publisher. But
oh, absolutely.
The regular Joe, we don't have the time, nor the money, nor the wherewithal. Like, we have our brains, we have our computers, and that is enough to empower people to create, right? So
it's because it's like the tools are out there, the means of production are out there, and
yes,
you know, sometimes I'm a little late to the party in that. You know, sometimes it takes a little bit for it to sink in, and you know, as a reader, right? It's like one can do a lot of things. They can, you know, have their podcasts. They can build their YouTube channels, their social media presence. There's a lot of avenues, but writing is another avenue for that. And
it's an amazing avenue.
Yeah, and I was late to that party, or you know, sometimes it's just like, well,
were you late or were you right on time? I'm confused.
Well, I was late in the sense that, you know, I've been an art director for most of my adult life. I've created over 30 books for other authors. So we'd think, oh, you know, it's like you've got this one. You know, you can create your own book for yourself. Except one has to have something to say, right? You have to, like, you know what it is that you want to share with people. And maybe that's what took a little bit longer for me. But once I did, it's like, you know, it's like I came out with my book.
Wait, hold on a second, Jason. I meant to highlight your beautiful book right there. Hold on a second. But while I'm waiting for my phone to acknowledge, hold up your book. Go for it. While I'm waiting for my phone, I do want to point out that I think you are right on time, right? I think that what you could have done when you were helping others in a space where publishing and publicists and organizations like that were prevalent, right?
Yeah.
I have to say that I believe that you are truly on time. So I don't want to discount all the learning that you took in prior to this. And that's the beauty of getting here today. Like, all the help that you put into other people to then say, by the way, we're reading your book. Brett can testify. Brett says hi. Sin W says hi. We're reading your book.
Hi, Brett. Sin W. Yeah.
And as always, because of me, we can't get through a book because, you know, you ask the questions and you make us think and you make us identify with what does it take to be a magic channel tarot reader. Like, that is such a good book. And I honor your presence that you put it out there for us. It's on a mastery level.
It did take a while, I guess, to learn how to, you know, like to come to like all those places of, you know, kind of being able to ask the right questions.
Yes.
You know, I mean, that took years, you know, to get to that place for me. So thank you for, you know, like for you know, sharing the book on a larger scale with
and
your
let's tell everyone
community.
How they can purchase that book.
Well, it's through Amazon, through Amazon.com. You know, one just goes to. I chose a title that is not, you know, a run of the mill type of title. There's only one book called Magic Channel Tarot Reading with the Tarot Wizard.
See,
you can just.
That's really smart, right?
If one is to stand out and be seen, right, one needs to
Google it.
Google it. Go onto Amazon. You know, if you've written a book and you're like saying, oh, it's got to be titled this, you know, and then you go onto Amazon and there's, you know, already 10 books with that title. It's like,
Yes.
be flexible, be open to, you know, finding another unique angle to it.
Yes.
And in this seminar workshop, you know, that I'm going to be conducting next weekend, the
Now,
March 12th
tell me,
and March 13th.
Tell me exactly the dates and the time and the Eastern Pacific. Like, tell me everything, Jason. So you're, first of all, you're going to teach us how to publish our own ebooks.
Not just an ebook, but a book. You know, you can have a solid, you know, book in your hands, either paperback or hardback. I always like, you know, doing the hardcover because it's like it feels more solid, you know.
And that includes ebook though.
And it does include an ebook as well, a Kindle book through Amazon. You know, because Amazon is Amazon is an amazing, you know, that marketplace where people can find it. They trust that if they pay Amazon, you know, it's like it will get to them eventually.
Yes. Absolutely.
So this workshop, it's called Publishing Your Book, and it is for the writer who is either finished with their manuscript or just about finished with it. And also, you know, if someone is thinking about it's not about writing, you know, it's not like a writing seminar, you know, creativity and all that. It is about taking your actual manuscript and uploading it into the inner workings of Amazon so that they can post it on their website and you can order it and you will get a book. And
I love that,
and so on March 12th at 4 p.m. Pacific time.
Hold on a second, Jason. 4 p.m. Pacific time, and that translates to 7 p.m. Eastern, guys. 4 Pacific, 7 Eastern. Go ahead, Jason.
And it's a 2-hour workshop, you know, thereabouts. Might run over for, you know, another 10 minutes, or it depends on, you know, if there's questions, right? And I'm making myself available there for anyone who has, you know, questions about the process of, you know, printing, publishing your book. And I provide a PDF file. It's like 12 pages or so. I'll send it, you know, before the workshop begins, and it will lay out all the information that will simplify the process, you know, because it's important to keep things simple, you know, to not over just, you know, overwhelm anyone who's wanting to do this process, because it's quite something, you know.
So the next class is on, that was a Saturday, March 12th at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 Eastern.
And
there's another class.
And it'll be basically the same presentation. It's not a continuance of it. It's the same presentation. The next day, Sunday, March 13th at 6 p.m. Pacific time.
Got it.
And that translates to 9 Eastern time.
9 p.m. Eastern. So we're going to wrap this up, Jason. I want to thank you for coming on. And I hope to see as many people as there possible. Now, me personally, I have a series of herb books. They are in no way complete, but I still need to know what to do. So as I complete one, I can take care of it.
Yes, and by creating a series of books, it's like it's like you are sharing this information that's needed in the world, and you're not held back by trying to look for a publisher to print up thousands of copies of books and all that.
Yeah.
It's like you can do this, and it's a wonderful process to share what it is that you've created. And so thank you, Tracey. This seminar, it's a cost of $20. Again, I provide like a PDF file along with being able to if you have questions, it's the opportunity to ask me questions. And I've created books for 30 years. I've worked with authors that are world famous authors in creating their books. And it's like
a lot of experience.
I have a lot of experience in this area. So
well, I just want to honor your presence in wanting to teach people, because that's a big deal.
Yeah, I love teaching.
Yes, that's the next level, and I really appreciate you putting this class out there. Now, me personally, Jason, I'm going to be in both classes, not because I need to, but I just know how my mind works. Yeah. So I don't mind taking a class the second day so that if I missed anything, I can re-get it the second day. It's a 2-hour class, Jason?
2 hours, and it's an opportunity to ask questions too about the process, and I will look to take a lot of the complexities out of it and just boil it down to its just simplest function, so that everyone becomes empowered to go and create a book for themselves. And I'll wrap it up with like there is nothing like it when you get your book in the mail and you see everything that you've compiled into this. It's like, oh my God, it's like it's such a great feeling of accomplishment.
Well, Jason, let me tell you that I've definitely been looking into people that are advertising on IG or Facebook on how to create your book. I'm more interested in the ebook, but it doesn't matter. Now that you're telling me that it's even about creating a book, I would love that. And they charge an exorbitant amount of money for information. It is such kindness of you to charge what you're charging. Like, that's when I know that you have the Spirit of God in you. And that's a beautiful thing. And I just wanted to honor your presence for even, pricing it at such a wonderful price.
Yeah, it's, again, about empowering, the artist, the visionary, the person who has something to share. And, it's like Amazon makes it really easy to do this. And why not? Why not? Right. This is an information age, but it just takes a few more steps just to take what it is that's important to you and to put it out there, make it available, and also.
Well, Jason, thank you so much. Again, thank you for this class that you're about to put through. Let me show the banner up one more time. Everyone, Saturday, March 12th, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Sunday, March 13th, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. They are the same classes, so you only really need to take one. But anyone out there that is thinking about creating a book, at the very least, get the knowledge. I've got some things written down already, so this will just encourage me to finish my herbal books.
Absolutely, and once you create like the ebook version of it, it's just a few more steps to create a print version. So, it's like you're there.
I'm excited.
You are there. Tracey, thank you so
I'm
much.
excited.
Much love to you,
Thank
always.
you so much, Jason. Thank you for being my friend.
Absolutely. Oh my God.
I'm like the Golden Girls now. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you, Jason.
Now, is that how you wind this up? Is you sing the closing, like to this?
Okay. Thank you for being a friend.
Uh-oh, what did I create?
Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a friend and a confidant. All right, I'm done. That was really good. That was really good. But no song is truer without friendship.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It comes from the heart.
You hold the secrets. You talk about a book you can write. You hold the secrets from all those readings. I love you, Jason. Thank you.
I love you too, Tracey. Thank you so much. And I will see you. I will see you there. You'll be in the front row saying, I am taking in this knowledge.
I will be early. Yes.
Awesome.
Bye, Jason.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.